So one of our new agents who's never sold life insurance, I want to share with you how I taught this individual to sell 40 policies their first full month as a life insurance agent. And ultimately, I'm going to share with you the habits, the activity, and ultimately the processes that help this agent skyrocket and learn how to sell final expense. If you watch this video, you're going to learn how to sell final expense better than 99% of people. Now, the reason I share this video is because I've sold over $500,000 my first year as a life insurance agent, and I've given the same information to the new agents that work with us here at Legacy Family Life. I'm going to give it to you right now today for free. The three things that I talk about in this video are: number one, activity. The reason why this agent is successful, the reason why this agent has 40 policies in a month, in 26 days, is because number one, their activity. Now, the level of activity that is required in this industry is higher than you'll ever expect. It's not just come in, make some dials, work 9 to 3, take the rest of the day off. No, the activity level that is expected is 250 to 300 dials minimum per day, or 2 policies. Now, this agent in particular starts at 9 o'clock and they end at 5. They don't make their deals by 5. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna work till 6. They don't hit their deals by 6. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna work till 7. Because the goal as a life insurance agent isn't just to come in and make some dials. It's to outwork everyone. So if you want to immediately, right now, go into next week and be better than most agents, just work harder than them. And the reason is that this agent didn't come in with a skill set. This agent never sold life insurance before, but ultimately they had the grit and determination to do the hard work. And if you can just do the hard work, which is probably what you see all the time, you will beat most people. And this means starting earlier, finishing late than most people, and out dialing and out working people. Now I want to share with you the skill set that this person developed. In their pitch, in their discovery, they learned how to ask really good questions that will get the prospect to open up with the right tonality to eventually sell. So the script is pretty simple. It's broken down into 3 core things. Number one, let's focus on what had you motivated to start looking around for some life insurance. The goal in the beginning when you're selling life insurance is to get the client to admit why they even started shopping around for some life insurance. So you're gonna ask that question. Now here's the second most important question that I taught this agent that allowed this specific agent to build pain, to paint the picture, to help them realize why they need life insurance. Because people just don't buy life insurance just to have life insurance. Your job as the agent is to ask good questions to help them realize why they need the life insurance. So the question is, well, who would it be that would be responsible for your burial expenses? Who would it be that would be stuck with this bill? You're gonna go ahead and put the target on someone's back. Then they're gonna say, my daughter. Then this agent learned how to ask good questions, emotional, probing, deep questions, such as, well, walk me through. What does that look like if you pass away? Would your daughter be in a position to pay for your burial expenses? No, she wouldn't. Oh my gosh. What would she have to do? I totally understand. Oh my gosh. And walk me through, why do you feel like life insurance would be like a better option for you? How would that make you feel knowing at night that you had a solution in place to make sure that your daughter didn't have to go through this? Because this agent learned how to get the clear goal, they understand how to paint the picture, and third thing is that they know how to pitch and overcome objections. The red zone that I taught this agent is one of the most important areas when you're selling. How many times do you get the pain, you get why they're looking, but they're like, I need to think about it, or can you call me later, or hey, call me back in a week, we'll kind of go through this again. Can you go ahead and do that for me? And so many agents just say, absolutely, let's schedule an appointment. But what makes this agent different? Why this agent has sold 40 policies is because they don't take no for an answer. They don't just set the appointment. They don't just go ahead and say, yeah, call me back, think about it. They have conviction around the process and the product, and they push through. That red zone, that when I need to think about it, or can you call me later, or I'm not sure, I need to speak to my spouse. You need to objection handle. When you say you need to speak to your spouse, what do you need to go through? And if you learn how to handle the objections in that red zone and get those people across the finish line, you will be agents. And the way that you do that is by asking questions and overcoming and making suggestions. I totally understand that you need to think about it. What do you need to think about, Miss Betty? Oh, I just want to make sure it fits the budget. Can you call me tomorrow? Absolutely, I can call you tomorrow. But what about tomorrow is going to be different than today? Well, I can look at my budget. Well, Miss Betty, does that $65, does that work for you? Not really. Well, how about this, Miss Betty? Let's start with the $51 so you have something small in place so that you can go to bed at night knowing that no matter what, your daughter is taken care of. Does that sound fair? And that's what the agent was trained to do. He uses, and ultimately he gets the people that I need to think about it, I'm not really sure, who are right there on the fence. He moves them forward, rather than most people who just go backwards and never close. Because with life insurance, you get one shot, you get one at bat. And if you don't take advantage of it, you might not never hear from them again. So you have to have that stern, professional, that empathy in the close, and you have to get people across the finish line. So if you have the activity, if you have the ability to ask good questions, you have the grit to overcome those objections, and number 3, you have the willingness to learn. Okay? What made this agent so successful is that he wanted to learn, or she wanted to learn. Do you want to learn? Do you want to take your mentor's advice? Do you want to come in every single day saying, I got to get better. I need to improve. I suck right now, but what can I do today to get better? And if you have that mindset, if you have that strong mindset to overcome the hard times in the beginning, when you're a new life insurance agent, it's hard. You're going to get beat up. You're going to get hung up on. You're going to feel like you're not doing a good job. You're going to feel like I should probably fail out of this business because it's so hard. But if you can overcome it every single day, just get 1% better by changing the way that respond when you speak to a client and they're like, I can't do it, but you learn something and you ask questions and you ask for feedback and you take the feedback and you study sales calls and you go ahead and review your script and you review your script and you review your script and you learn more and you go back to the script and then you read the script out loud to your wife and she says, you stink, do it again. And you practice and practice and practice and practice every single day. And in your first 90 days, you treat this as you have to go all in, and this is your only way that you're gonna make a living for yourself, that you have to make this work, your behaviors will change. Because what this agent not only did is they worked hard from 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but after that, they wanted to get better. So they were listening to sales calls. They were asking questions. They were looking for feedback. They were looking to do more homework. They came in every single Saturday to get better, and even Sunday to get better. And the question is, do you have that level of grit and hunger to get better, or are you gonna kind of just stay where you're at and to say the industry wasn't meant for me? So here is how you can crush, you can dominate, you can outwork and become the best agent to change your family's life. This is an opportunity. Life insurance can do that for you. You just got to go out there and do it yourself. This is how you can win in life insurance. Cheers.